Hey guys, welcome back to Cyberpeace TV. My name is Ishban Yadav, and today we are going to talk about cryptocurrencies, especially banning of cryptocurrencies. Lately, if you have been following the news, you know that Indian government has put some regulations on cryptocurrencies. Let us try to understand what cryptocurrencies are and how they can affect your economy and how they can affect the world around you. So, how do cryptocurrencies work? Cryptocurrency is virtual money which takes the form of tokens or coins, while some cryptocurrencies have ventured into the physical world with credit cards or even other projects. The large majority remain entirely intangible. As of now, there are more than 4,000 cryptocurrencies in existence. While many of these have little to no trading volume, some enjoy immense popularity among dedicated communities of backers and investors. Now, how can you buy cryptocurrency? You can actually buy cryptocurrency with a credit card, or in some cases get it through a process called mining. Cryptocurrency is stored in a digital wallet, either online on your computer or on other hardware. It can even be a pen drive actually dedicated just to the cryptocurrency account that you have. A cryptocurrency's value can change by the hour. An investment that may be worth thousands of US dollars today might be worth only hundreds tomorrow. If the value goes down, there is no guarantee that it will go up again. As of today, the value of one Bitcoin is 27,45,255 Indian rupees. But mining cryptocurrencies for Indians is very questionable because the government of India is planning to ban all private cryptocurrencies in India. The government had listed a bill which proposes to ban all private cryptocurrencies in India, such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, in the legislative order of business for the budget session of 17th Lok Sabha. Now, due to this, the entire industry is in a state of panic. Some people have started selling their Bitcoins as well. While the industry hopes for government support, we should look at how cryptocurrency can put us in a detrimental financial state. So, how exactly does cybercrime happen here, and how can you stay safe? Cryptocurrencies are almost always designed to be free from government manipulation and control. This means that cryptocurrency stored online does not have the same protections as money in a bank account. If in case you store your cryptocurrency in a digital wallet provided by a company and the company goes out of business or is hacked, the government may not be able to step and help get your money back as it would with money stored in banks or credit unions. So basically, if you store in case lakhs worth of cryptocurrency in a computer or hardware, and if it gets stolen or even lost, then you might not be able to get it back. The gleamingly increasing value of some of the cryptocurrencies have got people interested in them, which makes scammers try to find ways to hack devices and digital wallets to steal them. One such way is cryptojacking. Cryptojacking is when scammers use your computer or smartphone's processing power to mine cryptocurrency for their own benefit. And without your permission, this happens. Scammers can put malicious code onto your device simply by visiting a website. Then they can help themselves to your device's processor without you even knowing. If in case you notice that your device is slower than usual, burns through battery power quickly, or even crashes, your device might have been cryptojacked. Here is what you can actually do about it. Close sites or apps that slow your device or drain your battery. Use antivirus software, set software and apps to update automatically, and never install software or apps you do not trust. Do not click links without knowing where they lead, and be careful about visiting unfamiliar websites. Consider a browser extension or ad blockers that can help you defend against CryptoLocker. Read reviews and check trusted sources before installing any online tools. Some websites may keep you from using their site if you have blocking software installed. Please keep in mind that scammers also may try to lure you with offers. For example, scammers might offer investment and business opportunities, promising to double your investment or give you financial freedom. Now, here are a few words that you shouldn't fall for. Guarantees that you will make money, promises big payouts that will double your money in a short time. 25 दिन में पैसा double. Promises free money in dollars or cryptocurrency. Makes claims about their company that are not clear. The big question is if you are going to invest now in cryptocurrency or not. Please let me know down in the comment section. I would love to know your thoughts, and also if you have any advice or any thoughts or opinions about the current scenario in India related to cryptocurrency. For more such information, you can log on to cyberpeace.org, and you can also reach out to us on our WhatsApp, which is 957-000-0066. That's 957 5 times 0 and 66. Thank you so much for watching this video. Stay cyber secure, subscribe to CyberPeace TV, and I will see you tomorrow in the next episode. Bye bye, good night. My name is Ishman Yadav. Also, if you sense anything suspicious around you, report fraud and other suspicious activity involving cryptocurrency or digital assets.